Good morning. Let us take an example of a manufacturing, trading and profit and loss account, everything taken together and also the balance sheet. We will prepare the balance sheet after that. First of all, let us take some examples or examples of items which will appear in the manufacturing account. First of all, we will write to opening stock of work in progress. Opening stock of work in progress suppose is 500, and the first item in the credit side of the manufacturing account will be by closing stock of work in progress. Suppose 1000. Then we will write to raw materials consumed. Raw materials consumed will be a combination of three things, that is opening stock of raw materials, say opening stock was 2000 rupees, add purchases net, purchases of raw materials. Suppose you have purchased 12,000 rupees worth of raw materials, say 13,000 minus 1,000 purchase returns. So, ultimately 12,000 net purchases. So, this will be 14,000 less closing stock. Closing stock means closing stock of raw materials. Suppose 4,000. This will go to the balance sheet. This will go to the balance sheet 4,000. So, this is 10,000. Raw material consumed is 10,000. Then we can have all the expenses to all factory expenses. Including the depreciation and repairs on plant and machinery. Suppose that is 5,500. Wages, etc., everything taken together, this will be like this. And we can get the total of this, which is coming to 16,000. From 16,000, if we deduct 1,000 and suppose by sale of scrap, $2,000. So, 13,000, that is the balancing figure, will be by cost of goods manufactured or cost of goods produced. By cost of goods produced, carried down. So, from this we will be starting the trading account. So, that will be brought down here to cost of goods produced brought down 13,000. Then all the office overheads and your office and administrative overheads or office expenses, total office expenses including salary, rent, etc., everything taken together. Suppose this is 1,000. Then to selling and distribution expenses, suppose 2,000. Then you have got suppose financial charges, say 3,000. Then to opening stock of raw material, to opening stock of finished goods, I am sorry, this is the trading account. Na? So, we will be writing only the finished goods, regarding the finished goods. To cost of goods produced 13,000, to opening stock of finished goods. Suppose we had got 2000 rupees opening stock of finished goods. Then here we can have, if we have not purchased any finished goods, then these will be the two items left here. So, by sale of finished goods, by sales, that is of finished goods, suppose 20,000, and still then we have got a closing stock. By closing stock of finished goods again, that is suppose 5,000. So, we can have 25,000 and here 25,000. So, there is a gross profit carried down 10,000. This was the manufacturing account, this is the trading account, which takes care of only the finished goods. You can mark here to cost of goods produced, that is cost of goods manufactured or goods are produced, that means finished goods. To opening stock of finished goods, that means last year's closing stock of finished goods will be appearing here as opening stock of finished goods. Then to gross profit carried down by sale of finished goods, by closing stock of finished goods. So, all the finished goods are taken care of by trading account. This is the trading account, manufacturing account, trading account, then the profit and loss account starts from this place. Here we can write, if there is a gross profit, we can write by gross profit brought down $10,000. Then there is some miscellaneous income, suppose say 500. In this side, to office and administrative expenses, to selling and distribution expenses, to financial charges, all these one by one, and to depreciation also you can write all these things. Suppose this is coming to 5,000 and depreciation is coming to 500. So, we can say to net profit transferred to capital account. $10,500 and 10,500. So, it will be 5,000. This will go to the balance sheet. We can take it to the balance sheet, and in the balance sheet, remember, these figures will be there. Let me prepare the balance sheet in short. Liability side, asset side. In the asset side, you will have three things as your work in progress, sorry, as your closing stock. Here you can write closing stock of raw materials, closing stock of raw materials is 1000, that you can write. Then closing stock of raw materials is 2000, closing stock of raw materials 4000, all right, 4000. Then closing stock of work in progress, that was 1000, closing stock of work in progress. These three things will be there. Work in progress is 1000. Then you have got closing stock of finished goods, that is closing stock of finished goods is 5000. In this way, total 10,000 will be in the asset side. Excepting that, all the other assets which were there previously in our trading concern, that will be here. Similarly, the capital, add net profit, etc. will be there, then it will be total. There will be no change excepting this thing. So, only this thing you should be aware of, that the closing stock will comprise of three things, that is raw material, work in progress, and again the finished goods. So, this is regarding your manufacturing account. So far as this unit is concerned, we have been left with only one thing, that is final accounts of partnership firms. Actually, there is not much of difference between the final accounts of a sole trading concern and that of a partnership business. Only one thing is different, that because the owners are not one, they are two or more than two. So, whatever profit is there, that will have to be divided or appropriated by them in their profit sharing ratio. So, all the other things will be the same excepting this thing. Now, we can prepare one profit and loss account and balance sheet of a partnership firm. In order to prepare, in order to appropriate the profit or loss in case of a partnership firm, we have to prepare one profit and loss appropriation account. After preparing the trading account, profit and loss account, we have to prepare one profit and loss appropriation account. This profit and loss appropriation account will be credited with the net profit, interest on drawings, and debited with the salary etc. of the partners and the interest on capital, and then whatever remains, that will have to be shared by the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Then in the balance sheet also, we will have for one partner's capital account, then the second partner's capital account, then the third partner's capital account, like this. And their capital account will also comprise of capital, drawings, interest on capital, interest on drawings, and salary etc. if it is required to be given to them, all these things will be there. So, let us prepare one problem on this. Again, there are two types of capitals, fixed capital and fluctuating capital. In case there is a fluctuating capital system, everything will be merged in the capital accounts. But if there is fixed capital system, everything will be taken care of by the current account except in the capital which remains fixed for all times to come. Let us work out a problem where there will be current accounts and then we will have to prepare the balance sheet. Okay. So, this is the problem. Following trial balance was extracted from the books of Messrs. Ramesh and Sundar as on 31st March 2016. Ramesh and Sundar, two partners are there. So, we will be preparing this thing. Okay. Ramesh's current account, Sundar's current account is given to us, land and building, plant and machinery, stock on 1st January, that is the opening stock, then debtors, purchases, return inwards, general expenses, manufacturing wages, rent, taxes and insurance, manufacturing expenses, salaries, discount, cash at bank. These are the debit items, and the credit items are Ramesh's capital, Sundar's capital, creditors, provision for doubtful debts, sales, purchase returns, discount. The partners are entitled for interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. Sundar is also entitled to 3000 rupees per annum salary out of the net profits, if any made. The remaining net profit shall be divided in proportion to their capitals. Their capitals are 60,000 and 20,000. So, naturally it will be 3:1. Depreciation is to be provided at 2.5% on land and building, 10% on plant and machinery, and then provision for doubtful debts is to be created or increased to 5% on debtors. Rates rupees 270 and insurance 160 are to be carried forward. That means, this is prepaid. Then the stock on 31st March 2016 amounted to 19,910, that is the closing stock. Manufacturing wages includes 260 pertaining to installation charges of a machinery. So, these are the adjustments. Now, let us prepare the final accounts of this partnership firm where Ramesh and Sundar are two partners sharing profits and losses in their capital ratio, which is equal to 60,000 and 20,000, that is 3:1. So, we will prepare one trading and profit and loss account. Then we will prepare one profit and loss appropriation account, and then the current accounts of different partners, then we will prepare the balance sheet. So, first of all, let us prepare the trading and profit and loss account. For the year ending 31st March 2016. We will prepare the balance sheet at last, but before that we will prepare one profit and loss appropriation account. Then we will prepare the current accounts, as there are two partners, we can have a columnar way in which it will be prepared debit and credit, then we can prepare the balance sheet. So, these are the four things which we will have to prepare. First of all, Ramesh's current account 10,000, Sundar's current account 3,000. We can prepare one Ramesh and Sundar, Ramesh and Sundar. The current account balances are in the debit side. So, we can write two balance brought down. If it would have been credit balances, it would have been by balance brought down. So, two balance brought down, Ramesh 10,000 and Suresh 3,000. Next item is land and building 49,600. Land and building 49,600. Plant and machinery 10,400. Plant and machinery 10,400. Stock on 1st January 20,190. 20,190. This is the opening stock. To opening stock 20,190. Next item is debtors 16,000. Then purchases 92,840. Two purchases 92,840. Next item, return inwards 3,700. Return inwards means sales return. So, when we will write by sales, from that we can write less return inwards, and return inwards are 3,700. General expenses 1440 to general expenses, general expenses 1440. Then manufacturing wages 20,020 to manufacturing wages, manufacturing wages include 260 pertaining to installation charges of a machinery. So, what we have to do is this 260 will have to be deducted from this. So, manufacturing wages 20,020 less installation expenses. Installation expenses is 260, it is given in the adjustment, we have to take it into consideration. So, that will be coming to 19,006, here it is 760, and these expenses will be added to the plant and machinery. Add installation expenses 260, and then we can have depreciation and then your debtors 16,000. Now, we will come to the next item, that was general expenses gone, manufacturing wages, rent, taxes and insurance 2330, 2330 to rates and insurance. Manufacturing expenses 2260, to manufacturing expenses. Then you have got salaries 6,660 to salaries 6,660, discount 390, then cash at bank 7170, cash at bank 7170. Ramesh capital 60,000. So, we can write in the balance sheet Ramesh capital 60,000 and Sundar's capital 20,000. After that, creditors 13,630, creditors 13,630, provision for doubtful debt 660, we will take it later on. Provision for doubtful debts is 6,660. existing. Sales are 1,42,740, 1,42,740, and purchase returns 8,700, 8,700 less purchase returns. So, it is coming to 0, 4, 1, 84, and this is coming to 1,39,040. Discount received 270 by discount received 270. Then the partners are entitled to interest on capital at 5% per annum. So, when interest on capital is there, it will be 2 interest on capital, interest on capital at the rate of 5%. So, his capital is 60,000, that is R or Ramesh. 60,000 into 5% is coming to 3,000, and that of S will be 20,000 into 5%, that will be 1,000. In this, a total chargeable will be 4,000. It will go to the profit and loss appropriation account, not to the profit and loss account. Whatever profit is there, these two items, that is interest on capital to R and S, will be appropriated out of it, and for this their current account will be credited. We can write by PL appropriation account. This is regarding interest on capital 3,000 and 1,000. Then Sundar is also entitled to 3,000 rupees per annum as salary out of the net profits. So, we can write to Sundar, to salary to Sundar 3,000. So, it is only Sundar getting. So, we can write by profit and loss appropriation account salary only 3,000 in the Sundar's column, nothing in the Ramesh's column. Then the remaining net profit shall be divided in proportion to their capitals. The profit sharing ratio will be just 60,000 and 20,000, that is the ratio 6:2, or you can say 3:1. Depreciation is to be provided at 2.5% on land and building. So, on land and building less depreciation 2.5%, that is 4960 divided by 4. So, in this way it will be 1,240. So, remaining amount will be 48,360, and this amount will be also written here in the profit and loss account to depreciation on land and building 1,240. Then depreciation on plant and machinery 10%. So, total is coming to 10,660 less depreciation 10%, that is equal to 1,066. So, in this way it is coming to 4,959, 9,594. This 1,066 will come here as depreciation on plant and machinery. Then provision for doubtful debts is to be increased to 5% on debtors. Debtors are amounting to 16,000. So, 5% means 5% of 16,000 is equal to 800. Okay. Less new provision for doubtful debts 5%, that is 800. So, in this way it will be 16,000 minus 800, that will give 15,200. Then this 800 will be here. We can total this one and carry it forward, that is 2,200, 300, 06. And 2, here we can write 2 provision for doubtful debts 800 less old provision 660 was there, old provision 660. So, in this way it will be only 140 chargeable to the profit and loss account. Then next adjustment is rates rupees 270 and insurance 160 are to be carried forward, that means it is prepaid. Rates 270, prepaid rate we can extend this one. Let us start the balance sheet from this place, so that we can accommodate those two things. Prepaid rates 270, so prepaid rates here we can write from the rates we can deduct less prepaid rates is 270 and insurance 160. So, prepaid rates and insurance both the things taken together will be 270 and 160. Prepaid rates and insurance. So, total is 430. 430. So, we will take it to the outer column, that will be 1900. All right. The stock on 31st March 2016 amounted to 19,910. 19,910, that is the closing stock. By closing stock, which is given in the adjustment. So, we have to give two effects. Here is the credit effect and the debit effect we can write here. Closing stock 19,910. Then manufacturing wages include 260 pertaining to installation charges of a machinery, which we have already taken into consideration and deducted it. So, now the problem is over. We have to first of all find out the gross profit, then the net profit, etc. 1440. Okay. 0 1,58,950 and this side total is coming to 1,58,950 minus 1,26,350, it is coming to 32,600. So, that will be gross profit 32,600, and thus the total is coming to 1,58,950. We can write 2 gross profit carried down 32,600, and we will bring it to the credit side of the profit and loss account by gross profit brought down 32,600. Now, let us add this and we get 870 and 32,000. 32,870 minus this total. This total is coming to 6 here, then so it is coming to 34,000, then 20,034. To net profit, we are writing net profit to net profit transferred to capital account, but here we will not write that because profit and loss appropriation account is to be prepared. So, we can carry forward this amount to the profit and loss appropriation account. So, it will be to net profit carried down 20,034, and the total will be 32,870. Then this net profit will come to this place by net profit brought down 20,034. 20,034. The total this way is coming to 20,034, and this profit will be determined by deducting 7,000 from this. So, that is coming to 13,000, 20,000 minus 7,000, 13,034, and this 13,034 will be transferred to their current accounts to profit to R and S. In this way, the total will be 20,034, and this total will be 13,034. It will be divided by the two partners R and S in the ratio of 60,000 is to 20,000. This is their capital. 60 is to 20 or 3 is to 1. So, we can divide it by 4 is equal to like this 3259, and the remaining will be, this will be 3259 and remaining will be so it will be something approximately 9775. So, these two total together is coming to 13,034. So, we can write here profit 9775 and 3259. Then we can write this is over. First of all, trading account was over. We have found out the gross profit. Gross profit was brought down and we have taken other expenses. In this, the net profit is coming to 20,034. instead of writing it directly to the capital account, adding it to the capital account, we are taking the help of the profit and loss appropriation account, which takes care of all the appropriations. That means how it will be distributed. So, that 2734 has been distributed in this manner, that is interest on capital to R 3000 and to S 1000 and salary 3000 to S, then profit, remaining profit has been distributed, that is 13,034 has been distributed in the ratio of their capital, which is 60,000 is to 20,000, that means 3:1. We have divided it, that is 9,775 to R, that is Ramesh, and 3,259 to S, that is Sundar. Then we can close the current accounts and the balance will be transferred to the balance sheet. If it is showing a debit balance, it will be shown in the asset side of the balance sheet. If it shows a credit balance, it will go to the liability side of the balance sheet. So, let us now calculate. It is coming to 259, 7,259, debit side is only 3,000. So, this is the higher amount, we can write 7,259. So, the difference is 2 balance carried down, that will be 4,259. Similarly, this total is coming to 12,775, 12,775 minus 10,000 is 2,775. This will be 2 balance carried down, means it is showing a credit balance, buy balance brought down. We can write here buy balance brought down. For him it is 2775 and for him 4259. These two figures will now be recorded here. So, we can write current account of Ramesh is 2775 and of Sundar is 4259. Now, we can take the totals in both the sides, and if the total is agreeing, then we can say that our problem is correct. Let us see. Now, the total of this side is coming to so, it is coming to 1,06,664. Let us see this side also. Carry 2 plus 7 9 plus 5 14 9 23 8 31 plus 9 40, carry 4 plus 1 5 plus 4 9 plus 1 10. So, it is coming. So, both the sides are totaling to 1,06,664. So, if both the sides are equal, then only it is correct. Now, what changes we have made? We have made little bit of changes when we are preparing the trading and profit and loss account of a partnership firm. In case of a sole trading organization, the entire profit belongs to the proprietor himself. So, we were writing to net profit transferred to capital account and then adding it directly to their capital account in the balance sheet. But here the change is, whatever profits, that is interest on capital, interest on drawings, if interest on drawings would have been there, we would have recorded here. Even drawings amount would have been deducted or can be written here in the debit side of the current account to drawings such and such. But in this problem, in this particular problem, there is no drawings. So, naturally there will be no interest on drawings, but if there would have been any interest on drawings, it would have been added to this place by interest on drawings this much. Anyway, it is not there. So, we are taking interest on capital first of all, whatever capital they have got which is fixed in nature 60,000 and 20,000, on that we have calculated 5% and on this also 5%. They are coming to 3,000 and 1,000. So, in this way interest will be first of all appropriated from the total profit of 20,034. Then we are coming to salary, partner salary. This salary and that salary is different. Partner salary is to figure in the profit and loss appropriation account, whereas the general salary in the office etc. will be appearing in the profit and loss account. Then the profit will be distributed in their required ratio or in their agreed ratio. Here the agreed ratio is the capital ratio. It may be capital ratio, it may be different from the capital ratio also, but in our problem this will be distributed, they have agreed to distribute it according to their capital ratio. Because the capital is fixed, that is 60,000 and 20,000, 6:2 or 3:1 is the ratio for distribution of profit between Ramesh and Sundar. So, here we are distributing it to profit to Ramesh, that is 3/4 and 1/4. 3/4 to Ramesh, that is 9,775, 1/4 to Sundar, that is 3,259. In this way the profit has been distributed. Now, salary is also taken. So, what is the remaining part of it? The current account will be credited with the credit balance brought down, but here there is debit balance. So, in the debit balance we have taken R is having a debit current balance of 10,000 in their current account, debit balance of 10,000, and Sundar is having also 3,000 debit balance. So, that we have recorded. Then we have to write by profit and loss appropriation account. The entry is current account is created by profit and loss appropriation account, or profit and loss appropriation account debited to different accounts, like that ultimately it will go to the current accounts to R and S. So, by PL appropriation account out of the head of interest on capital 3,000 and 1,000, that is to Ramesh and Sundar respectively. Salary only to Sundar, nothing to Ramesh as per the question, and the remaining amount has been distributed in their capital ratio of 6:2 or 3:1, that is 9,775 and 3,259. In this way the total of the credit side of the current account of Ramesh is coming to 12,775 and his debit balance is only 10,000. So, his balance is a credit balance of 2,775 so far as the current account is concerned. Similarly, Sundar is having total credit of 7,259 in his current account, whereas he has got only a 3,000 debit in the opening balance. So, remaining balance of 4,259 will be standing credited to his current account. So, 2 balance carried down 4,259. So, in this way we can write 2 balance carried down and by balance brought down 2775 4259. That is the closing balance of the current account, which will become the opening balance of the current account in the next year, next period. So, now those closing balances will appear in the balance sheet under the current account, under the head current account. There is a capital account head, there is also current account head. If this would have been debit balance, it would have been recorded in the asset side of the balance sheet, but here it is showing a credit balance. So, we are recording in the liability side of the balance sheet. Then we will have to add both the sides, and if we get the correct amount in both the sides, that means they tally, it means our problem is correct. So, this is all regarding your final accounts. We have done final accounts, that is in the case of trading concerns, trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet, and in case of manufacturing concern, manufacturing account, trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. And in addition we have also covered this portion, that is trading and profit and loss account of or the final accounts of a partnership firm. When there is a partnership firm, one additional account is prepared in order to distribute the profit, that is called profit and loss appropriation account. And the capital can be fixed capital or current capital, fixed capital or fluctuating capital. If it would have been a fluctuating capital, then the capital account should have been appeared here. All the credits and debits, whatever expenses and incomes they have got, that would have been accommodated there, and there would have been only one balance, that is capital account. But here we have done it according to the fixed capital. Whenever there is a fixed capital system, along with the capital accounts, another additional account will have to be opened, that is the current account. The current account, in the current account, all the changes, all the fluctuations, all the incomes and expenses, etc., that is credited or debited, and ultimately we will have got 4 balances, that is 2 for the current accounts and 2 for the capital accounts. In this way the total will be given, and in the balance sheet simply we have to add both the sides, and most probably we will be getting the correct answer. If we are not getting the correct answer, that is the correct amount in both the sides, then our answer is wrong somewhere. So, it is better to have it simultaneously, so that there will be less chances of error and you can solve the problems, and in this way we finish this chapter, that is your final accounts. Thank you.